as a time clock administrator, you have the ability to authorize specific clock in and out locations for your employees. So today we're going to review the different options that we offer in order to do that. You will start by navigating to your time clock menu and finding that time clock authorization link. The first option that we offer within this screen is authorizing your external IP or network. So there are actually two different ways to do that. Number one is manual input. If you know that IP address, or if you simply Google what is my IP address, you should be able to find that pretty quickly. You can enter that address here and then add a location or description. Once you've entered those two items, we'll click submit. We should get confirmation up top that it's been added, and then we should see that here under this manual input section. So this becomes a list or a great reference of your authorized locations. The second way to add your IP address is to utilize this external IP section. So you'll see in this field here that an IP address is going to be displayed automatically. This is not something that you can edit. This should display for you your current IP address. So this would be the network that your device is currently using. If this is a location that you would like to allow employees to clock in from, you will simply add a description here and again, click submit. So we've got confirmation up top, and then we can reference our list of authorized locations to see that it was added successfully here. Now, the second option that we offer is the Chrome extension. This is a great way to authorize a specific device. So if employees will be using a shared computer, as an example, to clock in and clock out for their shifts, this is a great tool to use. So in this section, you will click install the time clock auth extension. This will take you into the Chrome web store, where we'll click this blue add to Chrome button. We will confirm that we'd like to add that extension, and then we should receive this pop-up with confirmation that it's been added. So we will then hop back into our eSchedule site, where we should see this blue refresh button. So we're going to go ahead and refresh. We can see now that the extension has been installed but is not yet activated. So in order to activate it, we want to click this green authorize button. So now we can see that it has been both installed and activated. We can then, of course, scroll up to the top, confirmation here, and we can see this new Chrome extension entry has been added to our list of authorized clock-in locations. Last but not least, we offer a geofencing tool. This works especially well with the eSchedule mobile app. We found it to be very accurate here. We do typically recommend utilizing the geofence in addition to another authorization method, so either the Chrome extension or your external IP, especially if you'll have employees clocking in a number of different ways. If you'll have some people utilizing their mobile app and others using either a shared computer or a device of their own, it's a great idea to use a combination of authorization methods. So in this geofencing section here, we have recently updated it to support multi-location, meaning you can draw more than just one fence. So we're going to walk through that process. You're going to start here in the map view and use your cursor, your fingers, to zoom in and zoom out, or move through the map until you find the location that you're looking to authorize or draw a fence for. Once you're ready, you'll go ahead and click this blue draw fence button. We're going to get a pop-up here with simple instructions or tips before drawing the fence. Once you've read through those, we'll confirm that we're ready to start drawing. And our first step is going to be setting the first corner of our fence. So we're going to simply click once. We can then drag our cursor, and we will click once more once we're ready to finalize that fence and set this opposite corner. From there, we'll get a pop-up with the option to name this specific fence. Now, if we were to skip this step here and just click OK, the program will add that fence with a default name of fence 1. So from there or at any point, you can edit or rename your fence titles. So you'll click that pencil icon, you can rename it here, and then save any changes you make. You also have the ability to inactivate a fence that you've drawn. So by unchecking that active box, your fence is stored in your eSchedule site, but it does become inactive. Of course, at any point, you can also reactivate that as needed. You can delete a fence as well. Just note that that is permanent. You will lose that fence data. And then lastly, we have this zoom to fence option. This is especially helpful when you have multiple fences. So this allows you to quickly view or move through that map to view just one fence at a time. So we'll demonstrate that after drawing a second fence. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Again, we're just going to use our cursor here, move through the map, zoom in and out as needed. Once we're ready, we'll click Draw Fence, confirm that we've read those instructions. We will click once with our cursor and then drag. Click once more to finalize that, and then we can add a title here. Confirm, and then we will see that second fence has been added. So we'll look at that zoom to fence option quickly. If we click that on fence 1, it will take us over to that fence. And then if we click it under headquarters, we can view that headquarters fence as well. Now, with any of those authorization methods, you of course have the ability to edit or delete as needed. So up top here in our manual input section or within that list of authorized locations, you can simply delete and then click submit to save. That will remove that IP address, meaning it's no longer an authorized location. Under Chrome extension, you'll see this option to remove the extension from this device. And then of course, as we've reviewed in the geofencing section, you've got the ability to delete individual fences as needed. Now, as always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to the eSchedule support team.